I want to say thank you. You literally changed my life. Like, you literally were able to take me back and understand why I was doing the things I was doing, where my patterns were coming from, and clean it up, create some space from it. I'm not living in that trauma or that drama anymore. Now it's just me taking care of me, and it's just opened up such a new world for me. The best advice I could give is you have to take that first step, and that first step is taking responsibility for yourself and reaching out to you, Brad Chandler Coaching, and really taking that step. And I think that is just take some action, make a decision. Decisions shape our destiny. Since working with you, my life has changed tremendously in numerous ways. I mean, I no longer drink alcohol. I no longer participate in relationships, whether it be intimate or just friendships that don't serve me and aren't in the basis of just love and compassion. I no longer search for things outside of myself. I now have self-love and self-worth. I now am able to have boundaries in my life and really discipline that I never was able to have before. I have lost 31 pounds, and I have changed my lifestyle with eating and exercise, completely in the habit of both. It's just part of who I am now. It's my new identity since I've been working with you, and that just overflows into every aspect of my life. My life prior to coaching with you was a life of just surviving, settling, and it was just small. I was limiting myself, and I felt like I was on like a rat wheel almost. No, I was not happy. I had moments of pleasure, but I was not happy. I was searching for love, connection, and I think a sense of purpose. For years, I drank to try to find it. I really tried to find it outside of myself, and I tried different therapies, like traditional therapy. I did some life coaching. I've gone through most of all Tony Robbins' programs, and there would be moments that would work, but nothing sustainable, nothing really stuck, didn't make sense. The whole journey began a couple years ago when I realized there's just a lot of things in my life that were just no longer serving a purpose for me and no longer working. And I knew I needed to shift. I needed to really change some things. I saw a Facebook post that you had talking about how you stopped drinking and talking about a book I think it was called This Naked Mind. And you just kind of explained your journey with alcohol. And I just kind of went, interesting. And I bought the book, and that intrigued me even more. And I thought, if other people are doing it and you could do it, why can't I do it? So I said to myself, I need to take action. And I decided to jump out of an airplane on July 18th. And that's when I had my last drink. I spent years trying to change my eating habits and be a healthy person and take care of myself and to not drink. And I just was not able to. It just wasn't sustainable. I might be able to do it for a day or so, but it just never lasted. I just always fell back to the default, which was just not being very healthy overall. And now I'm able to do that because through working with you, I was able to see why I was doing those things to begin with, where it came from. And once I was able to see where it came from and have that understanding and kind of clean it up and create space around it, now I'm able to flourish and take care of myself and want to take care of myself. All of this stuff I tried, and I think it didn't get me what I wanted and what I needed because I was just scratching the surface. I wasn't dealing with the issue. It was like putting a Band-Aid on something. So it maybe worked for a little bit. I felt a little bit of relief, but then ultimately I would be back in the cycle of, I guess you could call it, not loving myself, and so therefore not taking care of myself and not living the life that I now know I can lead. This pattern went on for all of my life, as long as I can remember. Showed up in different ways, but ultimately it was the same pattern. Life now is an endless possibility. Like it just is. I am so happy. I'm so content. When things come up, when there's upset, because of course there will be, that's just life for everybody, I don't get stuck in it anymore. I see it, okay, not perfect, and now I'm able to take action to do something about it and just not live in a life of suffering. Now I know I have control. Before meeting you, my outlook on life was very limited. It was very small. I didn't see a lot of possibilities. I didn't see a lot of opportunities. I didn't see a lot of power for myself or for my life or choices. Now, since meeting you and working with you, it truly has opened up just tremendous possibilities. It's limitless because I know I was in my own way. I was preventing it all. And now I know I have control, and I feel the power and the strength and the self-worth that I've never felt before. And anything and everything is possible. I wake up excited about what's going to happen today. Even if something happens that's not so great, I'm still excited for it because I now know that the possibilities come from the challenges. Literally. I used to think that all the time. Nothing will ever change. There's no hope for me. That's because I wouldn't allow there to be hope for me. You have to learn to get out of your own way, and you need a coach to help you do that. You can't see the forest through the trees, right? You need somebody to guide you and get you on your way. I love myself now. I really, truly love myself. I'm not exactly where I want to be. Life is just work in progress, but I'm content where I am. I'm exactly where I should be, and I don't have the complaints and the suffering that I had. Like, it's just, there is a sense of peace and possibility that I never had before. If you're suffering, you don't have to suffer any longer.